Remarkable accomplishments, how she's internationally recognized for highly effective leadership and influential voice in the green movement and in corporate social responsibility. How under her leadership, her company, Earth Friendly Products, ECOS, has implemented operating practices that are a model not just for green American businesses, but for all manufacturers. And at the same time, implementing some of the strongest employee benefit programs in the country. And all the while achieving incredible business success, such as the #1 selling green detergent in the world. You can read in the program how she's been featured on CNN, ABC, Fox, NBC News, Bloomberg, and MarketWatch. How she's received numerous awards in just the last few years, including Global Green's Leadership Award, and named an Orange County Remarkable Woman. And while the average Fortune 500 female CEO is 56, Kelly began as CEO at 36. So as tremendous as her career has already been, it's likely the best is yet to come. Many of you here tonight also know Kelly from her decades of fighting alongside you at the American Hellenic Council. At age 19, when she was president of UCLA's Hellenic American Student Association, Kelly joined the board of the American Hellenic Council and served there for 15 years. She even spent 2 years as the council's executive director.
And as we're looking ahead to the next 50 years,
There is only one manufacturer in the United States that has achieved the triple crown in environmental protection.
This is a company of new ideas, of really breaking ground to really make this world a better place.
And I think
protecting our Earth is so very important. It's our legacy to our children and to our children's children.
The fact that 50 years ago, when green wasn't even a cool thing to do or be, became this, is just spectacular.
Earth-friendly products.
The founding of Earth Friendly Products, ECOS, is a story that rivals any other.
The story of ECOS is the quintessential American success story. And that story starts, as many do, with an immigrant who came here with nothing more than big dreams.
Η αντίληψη αλλά και τα τεράστια αποθέματα γνώσης του Βαν αποτέλεσαν τη βάση για να κατανοήσει τις δυνάμεις που επηρεάζουν την ίδια την ανθρώπινη χημεία.
A 17-year-old young man who immigrated from Greece, spoke about no English, lived in homeless shelters.
No money, working hard as best he can, making his way, and he starts a company.
Η εταιρεία άρχισε να μεγαλώνει όχι από τη διαφήμιση αλλά χρησιμοποιώντας το μήνυμα από στόμα σε στόμα.
And this pioneer's green legacy is expanded today by his daughter, CEO of ECOS, Kelly Vlahakis-Hanks, a woman who has grown the business to unimaginable heights, yet preserving and enhancing their commitment to the environment.
If you look at our story, Van built this company starting out in the garage. He embodies our heritage and our history. Kelly stands here today, navigating us and embodying the company's bright future.
Δίνω το λόγο στην κυρία Kelly Vlahakis-Hanks,
the heart of the company, and our sister, Kelly Vlahakis-Hanks. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you truly have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. And now we're looking ahead to the next 50 years and thinking about how we can honor our pioneering legacy while continuing to grow and innovate, especially during some of these challenging times. And so it's my great hope that tonight everyone feels nature deeper and does everything possible to protect her.
This is a home run, what EFP does every day.
To walk into this building is to walk into heaven.
A company that embodies the best of American ideas.
Thank you all for helping us make a difference. Thank you so much, everyone, for this evening. Thank you, Minas, for the beautiful award, and the board of directors here at the American Hellenic Council. Thank you, Mike Manitas, for putting together that beautiful video. I didn't have a chance to see it before this evening. It was quite top secret. And I am just so humbled and honored and feel so blessed to have so many of the individuals that I admire most in this world say such beautiful wishes. And to have Mike here to introduce me, that he flew across this nation from Washington, D.C. I happened to be there with him last week when for the 32nd year in a row, Mike and his father hosted the Greek Independence Day at the White House. Such a beautiful thing that for 32 years, every sitting president has welcomed the Greek community. And the fact that for 80 years, his family, his grandfather, his father, and he have really been at the forefront of fighting for our issues is something I'm deeply appreciative of. So thank you, Mike. It's truly an honor to be here, as Mike said, at the 44th Gala, and to really support the work of the American Hellenic Council. Their work to promote democracy, human rights, peace, and stability in Southern Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean. And for me personally, to have had the opportunity to spend so many of my formative years here at the Council, working as Executive Director and also with the Board of Directors, was a true honor as well. I want to congratulate the other honorees, especially Professor John Camp, for your amazing work on the Agora, and for really uncovering the secrets of the ancient world and sharing them with us all. And to Aris and Nagnos. Aris is certainly both my mentor and personal hero. He spent his entire life dedicated to the protection of human rights around the world. I had the great honor to work alongside of Aris for many years. He's a true champion of social justice, a force of nature, a gift to this world. He has generously given of himself for decades. I'm inspired by his words, by his actions, and every single day that I go to work, I remember his deep and abiding belief in always doing everything you can to make our world a better place. Thank you, Adi. And to all the board members that I had the opportunity to work with through the years. Minas Kafatos, one of the world's greatest physicists, as well as Eleftheria Polychronis, who really taught me so much about women in business and in leadership. Dinos Andrianos, Mike Galanakis, who's one of my dearest friends, and so many of the other board members, thank you. To everyone who came here tonight to support both me and the wonderful work of the American Hellenic Council, my husband Eric, my beautiful daughter Alexia, my sister Ashley, my wonderful stepsisters Jenna and Amber, all of my friends and colleagues that are in the room. John Spanos and his wife Jody Spanos. Last year, his father Dean took this very award that I'm being honored for tonight. It means so much to have so many of you here in the room with me. To all the leaders of the green movement that have joined us tonight. It's wonderful to have Global Green and the Weiland Foundation and Grades of Green, because the green leaders are fighting for the same things that we're talking about here in this room: social justice, environmental justice, and democracy for all. So I wanted to share a little bit of news with this room for the very first time. As many of you know, we have 4 manufacturing facilities across the United States. And in 2013, we opened up our global sales office in Athens, in the Panepistimiou area of Athens. And at that time, we made a commitment to Greece. that we would return to Greece and we would create jobs. We would create green jobs. We would manufacture our products in Greece. And we made a commitment that we would make our Ecos branded products in Greece not only to service the Greek market, but to service the rest of Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. And I'm really proud to announce that 10 days ago, we ran our first production lines in Greece on March 21st, which is Mother's Day in Greece. And we're very excited to return to our homeland, creating jobs, green jobs, and giving our young people a future. And also, as Mike mentioned earlier, my father took this award in 2011. And that's really one of the reasons I'm so honored tonight to take it as well. When he was on this stage in 2011, he spoke so eloquently about the dangers of ingredients in traditional cleaning products. He spoke about the need to turn away from nuclear energy and look to solar and wind energy. He spoke about the need to embrace electric and hybrid vehicles, to end our dependence on foreign oil, and he called on everyone in the room to vote for the people who are willing to support green technologies, not just for the good of our planet and the good of our country, for the good of future generations. And as I stand here today, 7 years later, I ask you to do the very same thing. The 2018 elections are coming up. As the lady mentioned, the primaries are on June 5th, with the general election to follow in November. And these elections are critically important as the fate of our shared planet depends on strong environmental leadership. So whether you're red or blue, Democrat, Republican, Independent, it's important that we all stand in this together. We all need fresh air to breathe. We all need clean water to drink. We all need healthy soil to live on. So now is the time for us to unite and vote for smart policies that protect our planet and the health and well-being of our families for future generations. It's also the time to unite as a community and finally create a great center for the study of Hellenic culture at UCLA. And I had to take a moment. I had to take a moment tonight to really speak to everybody about this. You know, when I joined the American Hellenic Council 20 years ago, I was president of the Hellenic American Students Organization. And at that time, we worked tirelessly with the idea that we wanted to create a modern Greek studies center. Because students like myself wanted to study our modern Greek language, wanted to learn about Hellenic culture. And at that time, it was very difficult. We didn't have enough support from the community. But today, 20 years later, because of the heroic efforts of so many of you in the room tonight, like Sharon Gerstel, Sarah Morris, John Papadopoulos, and so many of the students on campus and others, Janine Dallas-Klima, they've gotten together, and the Niarchos Foundation has given $5 million in contributions, provided our community can raise the other $3 million. So far, UCLA has raised $1 million, and I certainly made a pledge myself today, and I hope that each and every one of you that's in this room that has the ability to unite and to support the efforts of those at UCLA who will finally bring a world-class Hellenic center to the west coast of the United States will really join together to make it a reality for all of our young students that want to study our language, our culture, and ultimately give back to our homeland that has given us so much. So I really just want to thank everybody again for honoring me, for honoring our company, for honoring my father and our legacy and our mission to create products that are safe for people, pets, and the planet. And I want to thank the Council for the great work that you do each and every day. We should never forget our history, we should never forget our legacy, and we should never forget to fight as hard as you can for democracy, freedom, and our beautiful planet. Thank you.